Assalamualaikum and hi to my name is Niza and all of you. Today we want to share with you guys about the beauty of Kadazan Dusun culture in Sabah. But before we start, let me and my partner introduce ourselves. My name is Marleesa binti Zainal with matric number 277372.
And me is going to be your next presenter for this topic. And my name is Balqis binti Ismail with matric number 281807.
As we know, the Kadazan Dusun are an ingenious ethnic group that settles on the west coast of Sabah and the surrounding hinterland. The Kadazan Dusun base is actually formed by the two main races of Sabah, namely Kadazan and Dusun. But due to the similarity of language, culture and political situation of the Kadazan base with the Dusun base, so the new terms has been formed to unite these two races, which is Kadazan Dusun. The Kadazan Dusun form the largest ethnic group in Sabah. The Kadazan Dusun group has been recognized as an ingenious ethnic community of North Borneo with a documented heritage and culture by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO since 2004.
Thank you, Marleesa, for telling us about the Kadazan Dusun. Alright, now it's my turn to tell you a bit about the historical background of Festival Keamatan. Alright, since times immemorial, it has been the traditional practice of the native of Sabah to hold a yearly harvest festival. Historically and traditionally, the Keamatan festival was usually held at the first sight of the full moon immediately after the harvesting season. Alright, the appearance of the full moon was commonly referred to as a period of tawang. During the tawang, the native made strict observance and would refrain from hard labor. From the festivals, usually the Kadazan Dusun tribes who live in the village still practice this traditional way of cooking and dishes. We can also see and taste this kind of dishes during ceremonies such as weddings and other ceremonies held by Kadazan Dusun tribe. Among the famous traditional foods are hinaba, ninsum, pinaksakan, bosau, tuhau, kinoring, bakasu, which is not legal, and also manuk lihim soup. These foods can be prepared in various ways according to the traditional practices of Kadazan Dusun people. In addition, the traditional food for Kadazan Dusun is very different from other races in Sabah. Indeed, this delicious food of course has its own uniqueness.
Other than that, Kadazan Dusun also have their own traditional music, and most musical instruments in Sabah are made from natural materials like bamboo, wooden, skins of animals and others. For example, tongkugon, teruli, sulin, somputon and tongkuka.
Next, I will talk about dance. I'm pretty sure you guys know what dance is then. Yes, it is a Sumazau dance, a traditional dance for Kadazan Dusun. Alright, Sumazau dance is a traditional dance of the people at Sabah that is very famous in Sabah and throughout Malaysia. It is a traditional dance of the Kadazan Dusun tribe that is often performed at Tadau Keamatan or at festival other than Tadau Keamatan, which means Harvest Day, which is celebrated in the state of Sabah every May. The end of May was chosen based on traditionally in the past, but the cultivation took place only once a year, when the rice harvest is over, usually before the end of May. They are dances consisting of men and women, usually wear all black clothes decorated with interesting patterns using gold-colored thread. The female dancers are adorned with shawls and belt, which is called hinagot, made of silver coins, and a set of tangkung made of copper. However, male dancers will usually wear tanjak in addition to all black clothes and hang-dried silat leaf at the waist as a substitute for padi. Now, the Sumazau dance is held in many ceremonies such as weddings, celebrations, where it is also danced by all those present regardless of race and age to enliven the ceremony without wearing clothes, a traditional black.
The traditional clothing of the Kadazan Dusun tribe is rich in its uniqueness. Each ethnic group in this Kadazan Dusun tribe has differences in terms of its traditional dress. Most of the traditional costumes worn by Kadazan men and women are predominantly dark or black in color. However, today a modern adaptation to the originality attire is with decorations done with colorful embroidery, glittering screens, and imported gold lace trimming, as well as handmade lace from imported gold thread and yarn. Usually, the traditional dress is worn during festival seasons such as the Keamatan festival and also special ceremony such as wedding. You guys can visit this website to know more about the costume of each group of Kadazan Dusun. On the next occasion, we want to talk about the religion of Kadazan Dusun. Today, the majority of Kadazan peoples are Christian, though some profess Islam, while others are followers of their ancestor animistic beliefs. Even though a large number have converted to Christianity and Islam, many Kadazan still have ritual specialists to perform certain ceremonies. This is particularly true during the Harvest festival. On the other hand, many of own costume and traditions such as head hunting have changed among the Kadazan. Next, we move to the handicraft. The production of Sabah's handicraft depends on environmental resources and cultural needs. For instance, the sirungs. Sirung is a kind of head made of rattan and bamboo. This head is needed to protect yourself from heat and rain. The shape of one's head can indicate the origin of one's region. Wavy art such as Morgan and Dastar are very popular among women. The Kadazan Dusun have a beautiful and super creative handicraft. As mentioned, we must maintain the originality of this item from the modern elements. So
That's all from us. Thank you for watching.